The book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 44. The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the Jews which dwell in the land of Egypt, which dwell at Migdol and at Tapanhes and at Noph, and in the country of Pathros, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Ye have seen all the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem and upon all the cities of Judah. And behold, this day they are a desolation, and no man dwelleth therein. Because of their wickedness which they have committed to provoke me to anger, in that they went to burn incense and to serve other gods, whom they knew not, neither they, ye, nor your fathers. Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, saying, Oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate. But they hearkened not, nor inclined their ear to turn from their wickedness, to burn no incense unto other gods. Wherefore my fury and mine anger was poured forth, and was kindled in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, and they are wasted and desolate, as at this day. Therefore now thus saith the Lord, the God of hosts, the God of Israel, Wherefore commit ye this great evil against your souls, to cut off from you man and woman, child and suckling out of Judah, to leave you none to remain? In that ye provoke me into wrath with the works of your hands, burning incense unto other gods in the land of Egypt, whither ye be gone to dwell, that ye might cut yourselves off, and that ye might be a curse and a reproach among all the nations of the earth, have ye forgotten the wickedness of your fathers, and the wickedness of the kings of Judah, and the wickedness of their wives, and your own wickedness, and the wickedness of your wives, which they have committed in the land of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? They are not humbled even unto this day, neither have they feared nor walked in my law, nor in my statutes that I set before you and before your fathers. Therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Behold, I will set my face against you for evil, and to cut off all Judah. And I will take the remnant of Judah that have set their faces to go into the land of Egypt, to sojourn there, and they shall all be consumed, and fall in the land of Egypt. They shall even be consumed by the sword and by the famine. They shall die from the least even unto the greatest, by the sword and by the famine. And they shall be an execration and an astonishment and a curse and a reproach. For I will punish them that dwell in the land of Egypt, as I have punished Jerusalem by the sword. So he's making this clear, right? We keep hearing. We were in the 44th chapter, and we've heard throughout this whole book, God is telling Jeremiah to tell them to get out of there, get out of Judah, get out of Jerusalem, go to Babylon, stay captive. It's the only way you're going to live. And then we have this Johanan guy in the last chapter, who's leading a bunch of people into Egypt, because he's very afraid of the Babylonians, and he does not want to go back to Judah because of this Ishmael, who is an extraordinary liar and murderer. We have to look further into him, because he's killed exactly 71 people, at least. But the number they gave was weird, because 70 was the number of people that were mourning, because he kept 10, but then he killed the king, so that's 71, and that's a really not a good number. It points to like Antichrist type number, because that is the exact number of names that left Israel to go into Egypt for 400 years of bondage, right? It was 71 people. It's between like 70 and 75. It's hard even when you look at it and you count them one by one. there can still be questions, but I think the point of that Ishmael being such a liar and killing all these people is he has a really strong antichrist spirit, and we'll see if he's gonna obviously pop up somewhere again because he escaped. But anyway, what we're looking at is they are being told now, don't go to Egypt either. Don't stay in Judah. Do not go to Egypt. For I will punish them that dwell in the land of Egypt, as I have punished Jerusalem by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence, so that none of the remnant of Judah, which are gone into the land of Egypt, to sojourn there, shall escape or remain, that they should return into the land of Judah, to which they have a desire to return to dwell there. For none shall return, but such as shall escape. Then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt, in Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying, As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee. Watch what's going to happen to these people. But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven. You know who that is, right? Ishtar, Innana. And to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes, in the cities of Judah. Oh no. This guy just should have said, no, we're not going to obey. Do you hear what he's coming out of his mouth? And in the streets of Jerusalem, for then had we plenty of victuals, and we were well, and saw no evil. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things, and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine. And when we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven, and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship? Did we make her cakes to worship her, and pour out drink offerings unto her without our men? Then Jeremiah said unto all the people, to the men and to the women, and to all the people which had given him that answer, saying, The incense that ye burn in the city of Judah, and in the streets of Jerusalem, ye and your fathers, your kings and your princes, and the people of the land, did not the Lord remember them, and came it not into his mind, so that the Lord could no longer bear because of the evil of your doings, and because of the abominations which ye have committed? Therefore is your land a desolation and an Therefore is your land a desolation and an astonishment and a curse without an inhabitant, as at this day, because ye have burned incense. See, this is no joke. This is the first commandment, and this is just being pointed out. This whole thing is about the first commandment, this whole issue. Because ye have burned incense, and because ye have sinned against the Lord, and have not obeyed the voice of the Lord, nor walked in his law, nor in his statutes, nor in his testimonies. Therefore this evil has happened unto you as at this day. Moreover, Jeremiah said unto all the people, and to all the women, Hear the word of the Lord, all Judah that are in the land of Egypt. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, saying, Ye and your wives have both spoken with your mouths, and fulfilled with your hand, saying, We will surely perform our vows that we have vowed, to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven. They're possessed. And to pour out drink offerings unto her. I'm only talking like this because I'm trying not to be like this. I'm not making fun of them. We are them. We have the same exact tendencies. But this is clear what's going. They're not saying Innana. They're not. This is exactly who it is. They have switched gods. The first commandment is, Thou shalt have no other gods before me. But this is doing that, exactly doing that. And he is mad about it. This is no joke to him. We will surely perform our vows that we have vowed, to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her. Ye will surely accomplish your vows, and surely perform your vows. Therefore hear ye the word of the Lord, all Judah that dwell in the land of Egypt. Behold, I have sworn by my great name, saith the Lord, that my name shall no more be named in the mouth of any man of Judah in the land of Egypt, saying, the Lord God liveth. So there will be no one to remember. No one. Who is he yelling at? Was it Isaiah? He's saying, it's not just they have forgotten me. They don't even think of me. This is what's happening to these people. They will forget. They will no longer think of him in Egypt. Any of them that have gone to Egypt. Behold, I will watch over them for evil and not for good. And all the men of Judah that are in the land of Egypt shall be consumed by the sword and by the famine, until there be an end of them. Yet a smaller number that escaped the sword shall return out of the land of Egypt into the land of Judah. And all the remnant of Judah that are gone into the land of Egypt to sojourn there shall know, whose word shall stand, mine or theirs. And this shall be a sign unto you, saith the Lord, that I will punish you in this place, that ye may know that my words shall surely stand against you for evil. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will give Pharaoh Hophra, king of Egypt, into the hand of his enemies. I wonder who that's going to be. Is that like Ishmael? Who's destroying Egypt? Who is strong enough to do that? Did Babylon try to do that? I don't think so. Who's going to do that? Thus saith, we'll find out. This is very interesting. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will give Pharaoh Hophra, king of Egypt, into the hand of his enemies, and into the hand of them that seek his life. Oh, as I gave Zedekiah, king of Judah, into the hand of Nebuchadrezzar, king of Babylon, his enemy, and that sought his life. Yep, they put his eyes out with a sword, probably. He's got to remember, things like that when they happen, like, why did he get his eyes put out? Well, if we go back in Kings and in Chronicles, we can probably find out exactly what the actions he was taking to kind of get that type of death